The right sentence said the right way, at the right moment, can flip a switch in her mind that most men don't even know exists. Most men think attraction is built with compliments, gifts, or trying to impress her. But what she's really responding to is how you make her feel about herself when she's around you. Few men understand this. But a woman gets turned on emotionally long before anything physical ever happens. And the words you choose are often the trigger. This changes everything, because now you're not trying to win her over, you're speaking directly to the part of her mind that controls desire, curiosity, and emotional pull. What most men never realize is that women are constantly evaluating how they feel in your presence. Not what you look like, not what you own, but how your energy and words affect their emotions. The truth nobody says out loud is that a woman feels most attracted when she feels seen, understood, and slightly challenged at the same time. That combination is rare, and when you say the right thing, you become unforgettable. Instead of saying something predictable like "you look beautiful," say this in a calm, confident tone. "You have a very interesting energy. I can't quite figure you out yet." But here's where it gets interesting. This sentence does three powerful things at once. First, it tells her you notice something unique about her. Second, it creates mystery because you're not fully impressed or convinced yet. Third, it triggers her curiosity because now she wants to know what you're thinking. What she's really doing in that moment is trying to understand how you see her, and that emotional tension is deeply attractive. Few men understand that women love being understood, but they love even more when a man takes his time to understand them. When you say, "There's more to you than you show people, isn't there?" you're speaking directly to her hidden emotional world. This turns women on because you're not talking to her surface personality. You're talking to her depth. And every woman believes she has a depth that most people never notice. Most men try too hard to impress. The high-value man does the opposite. He observes. He comments. He reveals what he notices. Say to her, "You seem like the kind of person who doesn't let many people get close." Now she feels psychologically exposed in a way that is exciting, not threatening. She feels seen, and what she's really feeling is a mix of comfort and intrigue. But here's the twist most men miss. Attraction isn't only about making her feel understood. It's also about making her feel slightly uncertain about you. When you say, "I like talking to you," it's rare to meet someone who keeps me this curious. You're not praising her in a needy way. You're placing her in a position where she feels she's earning your attention. That subtle shift in dynamic changes everything. The truth nobody says out loud is that women are turned on by emotional tension. Not drama, but emotional unpredictability. That's why when you say, "You're trouble," I can tell, with a relaxed smile, it hits differently. It's playful, confident, and slightly challenging. She feels like you're not intimidated by her, and that safety combined with boldness is magnetic. Most men ask boring questions. High-value men make observations that feel personal. Instead of "What do you do?" say, "You don't seem like someone who follows the crowd." Now she's thinking about how you see her identity, and once a woman starts thinking about how you perceive her, she becomes emotionally invested in the interaction. This is where the mindset shift happens. Stop trying to say things that make her like you. Start saying things that make her feel something around you. Because attraction is not logical, it's emotional. When you say, "I feel like you're someone who needs mental stimulation," or "you get bored quickly," she feels understood in a way that most men never even attempt. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Timing and tone matter more than the words themselves. These sentences must be said slowly, calmly, and with relaxed confidence. No rush, no nervous energy, because what she's really responding to is not just what you say, but how unbothered you are while saying it. Few men understand the power of this line. "I had a feeling about you before you even spoke." This creates mystery, intrigue, and emotional tension. She will immediately want to know what that feeling was. And now she's chasing the conversation. Women are deeply attracted to men who make them feel emotionally alive. When you say, "Talking to you feels different, I can't explain it yet," you're creating an unfinished emotional loop in her mind. And the mind hates unfinished loops. she will want to continue engaging with you to complete that feeling. The truth nobody says out loud is that women don't fall for words. They fall for how those words make them feel about themselves and about you. If your words make her feel interesting, mysterious, seen and slightly challenged, you become unforgettable in her emotional memory. And here's the part most men never realize. You don't need to say many things. You just need to say a few things that hit deeply. Silence after these statements is powerful. Let her think, let her feel. Let the emotional tension build naturally. When you finally say, "You're not as simple as you pretend to be," she feels understood and exposed in the most attractive way. She feels like you're reading between the lines, and that psychological connection is what creates desire long before anything physical happens. This changes how she sees you. You're no longer just another guy talking to her. You're the man who noticed what others missed. And that is rare, and rarity creates value. Remember, most men talk to fill silence. The man she's drawn to speaks to create emotion. That's the difference. Say less, observe more, speak with intention. Let your words reveal that you see her beyond the surface. Because when a woman feels emotionally understood and emotionally intrigued at the same time, attraction becomes automatic. If this opened your eyes, subscribe now, because most men will never hear this truth.